Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Rachel and I make Planty content, Planty tours, Planty repods, Planty hauls, all things Planty. So today I have kind of a amalgamation video. I was trying to figure out over the past week and a half what I was going to be making, and it wound up just being a bunch of plant chores, one unboxing, and I'm also going to do sorry that was yummy, using the tripod as a scratching post. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a haul of some tissue cultures that I got that I want to pot up in their little tissue culture situations. And you're going to be seeing me water, repot, clean plants, get rid of some plants. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be, like I said, an amalgamation. But yeah, sit back, relax, put it on for chores or your own plant chores, and have fun and enjoy. So here you go. Okay, first thing I wanted to do was the tissue culture haul that I got. I got quite a few. I went a little crazy on Palm Street, but I will show you each one of them and tell you why I got it. And why I got it is really going to be because I wanted it. But I got a philodendron gloriosum variegated. So you can see, hang on, let me put all these down real quick. I got a philodendron gloriosum variegated. Yes, that's what I wanted. I've seen these everywhere in store. The light might be too bright, but you can see the variegation on this is actually really nice. I've seen these as big plants and they are gorgeous, and I want one and I couldn't afford a giant one, so I got a tissue culture. Next up is one that I've wanted for a long time. I saw this first as a giant plant in one of my local plant stores, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? I need that. And of course it was like $225, and I was like, can't do that. So I got a tissue culture version of it, which is the Anthurium Queen of Hearts. This is what she looks like in the bag. So actually some pretty good roots like the other one, and one nice big leaf. So hopefully she does well. For all of these, I only got one version. So if it doesn't take, then that is it for that version of the plant. And that's just how I roll. This one is a philodendron El Choco Red. And that one is so cutesy, baby adorable, small. Love it. Next one is yes. This is the viral philodendron Micans Pink. I know it says variegated, but they told me that it was the pink one, so I'm believing them. And that is what it looks like in the bag. So I would like to see this one grow out, because I have two of the philodendron Micans, like the normal ones. I have two of them in my office. One of them actually, you'll see in my houseplant tour, but I put up a shelf over my desk that I put a couple plants up there, and I would love, because my desk is like themed pink, has like pink keyboard, pink mouse, pink sticky notes. If I could get a Micans pink to go over the desk, that'd be awesome. Okay, next one is, I'll put a picture on the screen of what this one is supposed to look like. And of course with anthuriums, you never know, because different hybrids of different anthuriums, you can have two like seeds of the same hybrid and they both look different. So who knows? I actually don't even know if this is a hybrid. It might be not a hybrid. But this is a Anthurium Black Magic. And again, I said I'll put a picture of what it looks like. This one has some really nice roots and a decent size leaf. So I feel like that one should make it, hopefully, fingers crossed. This one is, okay, I ordered this kind of by accident because I get the Burl Marks philodendron and the Monstera Burl Marks. I got them confused because anytime I hear Burl Marks, I always think of the Monstera. So when they said that this was the variegated Burl Marks, I thought it was the Monstera, and I was like, oh my god, I've never heard of one that's variegated, so I bought it. And then I was like, oh, It's the philodendron, which is still pretty, and it's, you know, has really nice leaves and good roots. So I'm going to see what it looks like and plant it up. But yeah, so we'll see. It might be a happy accident. All right, this one, I don't know if it's gonna make it. I got these in, I think on Monday, and it is Saturday. So they've been sitting in my grow cabinet just in the bags for a while. And this one is like kind of inflated, and the agar is like at the bottom, and the plant is just in the corner chilling with nothing on it. And there's like, I think there's 2 roots, maybe. So this one might not make it. So we'll see. All right, last one is, okay, yes, this one I'm very excited for. This is a Alocasia longaloba silver. Longaloba silver. Nice big leaves, has a good root system. So I am very excited to see this grow out. I've been obsessed with longaloba leaves just because, I don't know, I like the way they look. I like how they're long. They look like they have like horns at the top. So I'm excited to see what happens with this one. I would like to get these in their containers today, but there are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And I also don't know where I'm gonna put them. Don't really want to put them in my cabinet because when I got the cabinet, I was like, I want the cabinet to be for displaying plants, and I really want to avoid using the cabinet as like a rehab or like trying to make plants work that aren't normally working, or even like with tissue cultures. And plus the tissue culture like containers that I put these in are already 100% humidity, so there's no reason to put them in a cabinet. But I still need to figure out where I'm going to put them. But that's the goal. That's what I would hope to do in the video. So you'll see if that happens. But yeah, okay, so next I have some actually footage of me a couple days ago opening up my Rousseau Plant Care package, my plant supply package. So I'm gonna kick you over to that. Okay, so like I said, I got a big box of Rousseau Plant Care materials. This took about 3 weeks to come in, so I wanted to open it up with you guys. I think I kind of forgot. I know 2 things I got, and I just don't remember the rest, so I thought it'd be fun if I open it up with you guys. Okay, so this is one of the things I remember getting. I think I got... Okay, so yes, I do remember getting these. These are their drippers for their moss poles. It sticks into the top of the moss pole, and the rope wicks into the moss, and this will be really helpful because currently I am using these plastic cups with a hole in the bottom, or 2 holes in the bottom, and as you can kind of see, they get a little bit grody and they stop up the holes, and I have to clean these frequently. Otherwise the water won't actually go into the moss. So that'll be really nice. I'm gonna put these on as many Rousseau moss poles as I have. A lot of my moss poles are Rousseau moss poles, so I'm excited to get my my more prioritized plants with these. And it also holds a lot more water than the little cups do. So you can see like the difference is like twice the amount of water. And that'll make it to where the moss stays moist longer. So I'm very excited. I think I got 5 of these. Okay, yes, I did wind up getting, oh, they also have this thing. So you can see how much water it has in there. I think that's super neat and very handy. I did wind up getting 5 of those. I also got 2 of them actually, their sturdy moss pole hangers or moss pole supports. I consider it, let me put you up a little bit. I like to call it a hanger because it has the thing on the back of it to hang them up on the wall, which is the main reason I got these. I'm very excited. I just need to find out where to put them, but I did get 2 of them. Yeah, I need to figure out where I'm gonna put those. I really want to get I'll put a picture, but it's the Barina like ceiling lights, like what are they called? It's not strip lights. Track lights. The Barina track lights that come from the ceiling, but I'm in an apartment and I don't know if I should do that. They'll probably charge me like an exorbitant amount of money. So, but I have seen some people will do lights from the ceiling using a shower curtain rod. Like they'll spread it across the room and they'll like hang lights from there. So I also need to look into that because I would like some ceiling lights coming from the ceiling, especially if I'm using it with these. I feel like that would look really cool. I also re-upped on actual moss poles. So I got another order of their 5 moss poles because your girl running out. Okay, last thing I see is, oh yeah, these are the sturdy moss pole clips. These attach the moss pole to the thing like this. Oh wow, that is sturdy. And so it doesn't fall off from the wall, which is really nice. But I don't know what these are. Maybe I should read the instructions. Oh, that is really interesting. It's a drywall hook instead of, hey, let me just bit that. It's not nice, buddy. So instead of a drywall hole, you just put this on a hook. I'll be interested to see how that turns out. I've never tried that before. Hey, stop eating my moss poles. That's not very nice. All right, so I have my little tissue culture pot up set up situation. The last time I did this, I was very careful and I wore gloves and I just had like separate bowl of water for every single plant. I sterilized my scissors. I like made sure not to like have my pots, touch my pots with my hands beforehand. That is not going to be the case today. I just feel like I just don't want to go through that much trouble. And if I have to, then maybe that plant doesn't belong with me. So let me show you what I have. I do have a couple gloves. I'm not being totally negligent. I have a couple gloves. I have my little bowl of water to wash off the agar. I have my paintbrush to help like get the agar off too. I am trying out this new setup. The last time I did this, I put the Fluval perlite mix straight into the cup and it required a lot of mix in ratio to the plant. So like if I have one of these really tiny plants and like if I put that in there, I just feel like it's too much mix. So I have decided to put them in these little corm cups with the little self-watering string. So it takes a lot less substrate, which is good because I am almost out. So I'll be putting them in there and then I'm gonna put this in there like that with the lid over it to keep it 100% humidity. So hopefully that works. If this is a horrible idea, then tell me in the comments and I will not do it again. But that's what I'm doing this time. So here we go. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is fill up all these little cups just a little bit so that the strings stay in place. And I feel like that will just make it go faster for some reason. Oops. I'm gonna finish the rest of these and then clean that up. What is a repotting session without one spill? All right, because I want to keep that substrate somewhat sterile-y, like not sterile, but like clean, I'm just gonna vacuum this up real quick and not use it for it to like repot them in the future. So I'm not gonna put it back in there. One sec. All right, that is cleaned up and we have our little cups ready. So I'm going to put my glove on and we can start actually potting them up. So let's go ahead and just dive right in and do possibly the worst one. No. Which one's the worst one? It's the one with like, that's kind of puffy. Anthurium warocqueanum dark. Yeah, so here's what she looks like. And it's not looking good. So let's see if we can make it better. I would like one of those, I don't know if you guys have seen those like tweezers that people use for aquarium, like aquascaping. But I feel like that would be really easy to get these out and like put them in there and be super exact with it. I don't know, it feels more surgical for some reason. Okay, let's see if I can get this out because it just, I'm like, my hands are so big. It's like trying to get these out, it feels so delicate and tiny. All right, so I'm going to wash her off. Even though I've already done this once, it still makes me nervous. So I have her on the paper towel and I'm just going to take away as much agar as I can. Okay, that didn't take long because it's not very big. Okay, let's try to do this with my giant glove fingers. I really need some sort of like chopstick, or tweezers. But the tweezers I have are dirty and I don't want them to touch these really. Okay, so we're gonna go, oh my god, it's so tiny. It needs to be a little bit bigger though, or higher. This one's so small I can just fill it up all the way and then make a little divot, I think. Stick into the glove. Oh, there we go. Maybe I should get some clean tweezers. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. I said tweezers, but meant chopsticks. So let's see. I'm going to try to just put her in like that. Okay. Wow, that's looking so sad. But it's okay. Because that's the best that we can do. Trying to separate a few of these leaves. Oh my gosh. Wow. If this makes it, I'm actually gonna be flabbergasted. Look at that. That is so sad. But it's okay, because there's hope. There is hope. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna put these all in these little containers and then I'm gonna water them after, so I can really just pump all these out and then get it done. Okay, first one's down. It gets easier from here. Let's do the Gloriosum tricolor next. So this is what it looks like. And I have high hopes about this one. It doesn't have super great roots, but oh, I need to make sure that I'm labeling these. Okay, I'll grab my labeler after I do this one so I can label them, because there's no way I'm gonna tell what that Rockoyanum is in 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna go in for them. Yeah, using chopsticks is way easier. Okay, we're going to wash her a bit. Nice. Oh wow, even right now the leaves are so pretty. And I'm not really like, whenever I first saw the Gloriosum, the variegated one, I was kind of like, you know, I'm of the opinion that not everything needs to be variegated. Like whenever, don't hate me if you love these, but whenever the Anthurium, like the variegated Anthuriums, like I started seeing more of them, I was like, am I the only one that doesn't really like the way they look? Like, I'm sure if I saw one in person, it would look gorgeous and amazing if it was, you know, well taken care of and had the like right lighting and stuff. But I was like, for that much money, I don't know. Just kind of is like, I think like it's almost like they're it's like that thing where a plant is expensive because it's rare, not because it really looks good. You know what I mean? Like to me, and I'm pulling off this just for reference. I'm pulling off this like dead leaf right here. Oop. What, buddy? You having the zoomies? Oh Lord. Oh Lordy. I'm gonna go sanitize these and then I can cut off this leaf. Okay. Anyways, like I don't know. I just don't think they look that good. I think there are some that are really pretty. But anyways, despite that, when originally I started seeing the Gloriosum variegated, the variegated Gloriosum, I was kind of like, not a huge fan. But the more recent ones, I don't know, they've just been looking so nice that I've been seeing. Plus, when I saw this one on the website, the leaf like variegation and stuff, I was like, oh, I feel like this would look so pretty as an adult. So I got one, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I feel like I'm doing open heart surgery right now. I'm trying to get this little baby plant in this container. I feel like that's good enough. Yeah, that's good, right? I love it. It looks so cute. Okay. Something I have found difficult since I started this YouTube channel is doing plant chores without feeling like the need to video it. So like I have a few plants that I've been needing to like restart, or some plants that like I need to just do some care for, and like every time I think about doing it, I think like, oh wow, well that would make a really cool video, and like I wind up waiting longer than I should. Like that would be good for the plant, just because I feel like I should video it. I don't know. That's just something that I've been like struggling with, I think. But I have to remind myself that like this is fun, and you know, not every single thing needs to be recorded and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's just something I've been thinking about. Let me go grab the label maker. On the other hand, having the YouTube channel also keeps me accountable, because if I want to put a video out every week, I also need to keep up with my plants. So there's pros and cons like to everything, but I'm having a good time. So I hope you guys are as well. Oh. Okay, next one is going to be the philodendron micans. Oops. All right. Oh no, I lost a leaf. That makes me sad. We still have 3 other ones. And it looks like there's even ones about to come out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's one like tiny one about to come out right there. Not really much. I go on this. So normally, or previously, I would switch out the water after every plant that I did, to like change the water. It's like this one kind of has a little bit of some like root rot, but I'm not doing that this time. So just FYI, if you are doing this and want to be extra careful and detail oriented, that is something I would suggest doing. And I will say that the last time I did this was whenever I did my Alocasia nobilis, pink nobilis tissue cultures, which were my first tissue cultures ever, which was a crazy risk to be taking. That's probably why I was so scared, is because they were $45 tissue cultures. And I can link that video as well if you want to watch that. It's just me stressing out for 45 minutes. I'm sure you would love to see that. And they both turned out really well. Like, they are growing and looking good. Oh, I think I just broke another leaf. It's okay. Damn it. Yeah, I did break another leaf. God damn it. It's okay. It'll be alright. We will live. Cool. You can see that first leaf that I broke off is actually really variegated and cute. Look at that. It's crazy that you can already see that much variegation on like a baby leaf like that from a tissue culture. Okay, this is gonna go in here. I'm gonna put its top on, and I'm gonna make her label. Philo pink micans. That was very aesthetic. Oh, I will be using filtered water with these as well. I did order and have a reverse osmosis system still sitting in the box, because I opened it up and read the instructions and was like, whoa, this is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So my dad is going to come help me set it up. And then all the plants will have reverse osmosis water, and they'll probably be doing the same as they are now, and I just wasted $200. But that's okay. It's for the hobby. It's the thought that counts, you know? Okay, so this one is the Anthurium Black Magic. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones, so I'm trying to think if I should if I should put it in its own like actual container and not one of the small ones. And I have enough. I think I can do it for at least one of them. So, but it's not gonna have any drainage. I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna do it just like that, not too deep. Look at those chunky, hairy roots. We love to see that. Yeah, this one's like really developed. That's nice. And I'm pretty sure, so 6 of these are from Orange Lake Nursery, and the other 2, I know the Gloriosum, variegated Gloriosum, and the Alocasia longiloba silver are from Moose Roots on Palm Street, and the other one is Orange Lake. They both came in great packaging and made it safe and sound, so 5 stars to both of those. All right, not bad. Okay, so we're going to just put her in like that. Okay, my mice. And I'm going to cover her up just barely. There we go. I know it looks crazy. That looks insane, but it'll probably be fine. That'll probably be fun. It's super developed anyways. Okay, time for a label. Oh. Nice. You get the point. You get the vibes. Oh, okay. I have to go on the floor. All right, we have 4 more. This is actually not going as slow as I thought it was going to be. It's because you guys are here helping me. Time flies when you're having fun. I like how I just didn't even wear the gloves after that. Okay, speaking of, we have Alocasia longiloba silver. Oh, I'm excited for this one. I can finally relax. Plants are just so relaxing to me. When I'm taking care of them, it doesn't stress me out. It stresses me out seeing what I have to do, but actually doing it is nice. Okie dokie. We have some baby roots. Baby roots on there. And I am using filtered water, but nothing else. I don't put anything fancy in here. and that might be my demise, but it's also what I did last time, so we shall see. Oh, this looks really healthy. There's no root rot, which is nice. I think that this might, no, I think it'll be fine. I was thinking it might be too tall to put into here, but I think it'll be okay. Oh. Speaking of gloves, okay, well, that loses the point when you touch the glove to yourself, Rachel. Or at least it'll make me feel better. Okay. Nice. So happy. That's so funny. Okay. Oh, well, all right. That glove's done. Nice. And label. We have Alocasia, Galoba, Silver. It's crazy to me like how far I've come with plants. It was just like, when was it? 2024? Yeah, so it was really only a couple of years ago that I got into them. And now I'm just like, you know, 100 plus rare plants, like YouTube channel, I don't know, just fell in love with it. I grew up like in the country and my dad had a garden and, you know, I grew up around nature and stuff like that. So I think that whenever I realized, wow, I can bring it inside my house, I like hopped all over that because, oops, sorry, moved ya. Because I miss nature. It makes me sad that like we don't have as much of it as we should around like our homes, especially in the city. I think like city planning and urbanization and stuff like that, you know, I can go on about stuff like that. That is partly why I'm doing environmental law, to help keep our environment healthy and safe, as well as people healthy and safe. So if you didn't know that about me, now you do. Okay, this next one is Anthurium Queen of Hearts. Wow, that's so cool. You can already see like I don't know, it's just insane to me how like the details of the leaves you can already see. There's only like 1 or 2 leaves. That is one thing I don't like about the plant like hobby is, or not that I guess I don't like it, but like I want to find out how to like do more against it or help with it, is like the amount of plastic that the plant community uses. Like it was crazy to me going to PlantCon and seeing all the plants like just wrapped in cellophane and plastic, and I'm like, oh my god, like, okay, I don't know when it stopped recording, but it did for some reason. I was just saying how much I love this label maker. I think it's so convenient and I use it all the time for like labeling what substrates I have in which boxes or which baby plants there are because they're so indistinguishable from each other. Okay, we have 2 more plants. One is Itty Bitty Baby and one is Big Ol' Bertha. And then we'll be done. And I'm so excited. Okay, so first we have Philodendron El Choco Red. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice, nice. Oh my gosh, this one is in the agar, however you say it. It is in there. Nice. You know, when I went to college, I originally was going to go to medical school. I wanted to be a psychiatrist. I don't know why that reminded me of it. I think it's because it's like, I feel like I'm doing surgery kind of, which you don't have to do as a psychiatrist, but you do have to do in medical school. But I was really bad at chemistry, and I was like in high school, you know that thing where you like don't really have to try very hard and you make A's, and then you get to college and you're like, oh my god, I am not actually as smart as I thought I was. And that's what happened to me in chemistry, and so I freaked out, and instead of actually trying to apply myself, I changed to sociology, which, not saying that liberal arts is easy, but it's easier than chemistry. Okay, let's be real. So yeah, another tidbit about me. You're learning all sorts of things. I'm just yapping away over here. Yeah, I really hope these make it. I know I'm not being as, you know, anal as I probably should be with these, but I feel like it's enough. I feel like it's good. And I have 8 of them, so I don't really feel like I have the time to do like the most exact science on every single one. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Cute. Perfect. Okay. After this one, we have one more. What the? There you go. Alright, this one is Philo El Choco Red. I think this will probably be it for plant stuff today, even though I really need to water my plants. I really do need to water them. I'm just so tired already. Just so tired. Well, that's too damn bad. Okay, last one is the Philodendron Burl Marks. Last one. Okie dokie. I mean, the variegation is gorgeous. If I don't tear any of these leaves off, that'll be really nice. Okay. There we go. Nice. Look at that variegation. Can you see that? Hang on, let me wash it off first. Let me wash it. This is the ultimate test of my chopstick skills. Look at that. So nice. So pretty, so nice. Oh my god. See a little bit of rot. I can't tell if that's an old leaf or a root. It's so funny how like the leaves that are totally alive and well just rip off easily, and then the rot that's on the bottom of it, I have to use all of my force. Make that make sense. Okay. And this will also be easy because the roots are just growing straight up, which is awesome. We're gonna need the glove for this one. Okay. So we've got this. Got the baby. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm gonna actually kind of force the roots down there, because I don't know what else to do. Ooh, okay. Why was that not as bad as I thought it was gonna be? Cute. I love it. It is adorable. Wow, I love it. Okay, we are officially done with the tissue cultures. I just need to go in and put some water in the bottom of those little containers, and then I can set them up and I will show you where I put them. Okay, here is where I wound up putting all of the baby plants. This is kind of where I just keep other propagations, and it's semi out of the way from the cat's zoomies. So hopefully they thrive here, and I will update y'all soon.